there are some important topics regarding space wave propagation. So first let us know the basics of space wave propagation, and then let us continue with the remaining topics. Space wave propagation is also known as tropospheric wave propagation. I repeat, space wave propagation is also known as tropospheric wave propagation or line of sight propagation. LINEOFSIGHT, line of sight. Simply you can also call it as LOS in capital letters. Space wave propagation is also known as tropospheric wave propagation or line of sight propagation. It is called as tropospheric wave propagation because the EM waves will move to atmospheric layer called troposphere and then return back to Earth. I repeat, space wave propagation is also called as tropospheric wave propagation because the waves will move from Earth and reach the atmospheric layer called troposphere and then return back to Earth. Hence it is known as tropospheric wave propagation. And this propagation is practically important at frequencies ranging from 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz. What I mean to say is space wave propagation exists for frequencies ranging between 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz. It is also known as line of sight distance propagation. Why it is called so? Because these waves are used at very high frequencies, ultra high frequencies and microwave frequencies. I repeat, this is called as line of sight propagation because these waves are used at very high frequencies, ultra high frequencies and microwave frequencies. Now comes the most important point. A space wave is a combination of two waves. One is direct wave, another one is indirect wave. Now I am defining what is a direct wave and what is an indirect wave. Now I am telling the definition of direct wave. It is the wave that travels from transmitter to receiver without any reflection. I repeat, direct wave is a wave which travels from transmitter to receiver without any reflection. What I mean to say is, from transmitter to receiver, the path of your space wave will be a straight line. That means without any reflection. Indirect wave, it is defined as a wave which travels from transmitter to receiver with some reflections. Once again I repeat, a direct wave travels from transmitter to receiver without any reflections, whereas an indirect wave travels from transmitter to receiver with the reflections. I hope you understand this. Now, these waves depend on two things. One is height of transmitting antenna, another one is height of receiving antenna. Height of transmitting antenna is represented by HT. H is suffix small t. And height of receiver antenna is represented by HR. So, in problem, for example, if you are doing any problem, how to identify whether this problem belongs to space wave or not? First, you need to check heights of transmitting antenna and receiving antenna. If both are present, then that problem belongs to space wave propagation. I repeat, for solving a problem, if you need to identify whether it belongs to space wave or not, you need to check the heights of transmitting antenna and heights of receiving antenna. Then only you can say that that problem belongs to space wave propagation. Now you will get a doubt, sir, how to identify a problem whether it is sky wave or not. For sky wave, you need to depend on frequencies, critical frequency, maximum usable frequency, skip distance. These all terms are related to your sky wave propagation. Whereas space wave depends only on two parameters, heights of transmitting and receiving antennas only. Now you need to remember another term, small r. Small r is called radius of Earth, whose value is fixed 6370 kilometers. I repeat, here you can see that. Radius of Earth 6370 kilometers. If you want to write it in meters, then you can write it as 6.37 into 10 power 6 meters. I repeat, radius of Earth value in kilometers is 6370, whereas in meters it is 6.37 into 10 power 6. The relation between radius of Earth and equivalent radius of Earth. Radius of Earth is small r, equivalent radius of Earth is r dash. The relation between equivalent Earth radius and radius of Earth is r dash is equal to 4/3 into r. That means equivalent Earth's radius is equal to 4/3 times of Earth's radius. Now, there is a small derivation for line of sight distance. For this, we need to consider the figure. This figure. If you see the curved line, this is Earth's surface. This HT is height of transmitting antenna. This HR is height of receiving antenna. I repeat, this is Earth's surface, curved one. This is HT, height of transmitting antenna. This is HR, this is height of receiving antenna. And if you see this straight line, this one, upon the curvature, from transmitting antenna to receiving antenna, only a straight path is traveling. So that is a direct wave. Hence, I am calling it as a line of sight distance. See, there is a direct wave without any reflection between height of transmitting antenna and height of receiving antenna. I repeat, from transmitter to receiver, a wave is traveling in a straight path. That I am calling it as line of sight distance. Now see here. This point is O. Understood? This point is A. This point is B. This point is C. This is O. This is A. This is B. This is C. So from O to here, the distance is smaller. From O to B, the distance is smaller. O to HR, the distance is smaller. Here R means what? radius of Earth. Now I am taking this triangle. See here, I am taking this triangle. From this triangle OAB, if I consider it as a right angled triangle, according to Pythagoras theorem, side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Here hypotenuse is OA, that means HT plus R whole square. See, this R is earth radius. Okay. Now side square plus side square, D1 square plus R square is equal to HT plus R whole square. You can see this. Now see here that I have written from triangle OAB, R square plus D1 square, side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square, HT plus R whole square. Now this is R square plus D1 square. Now HT plus R whole square is in the form of A plus B whole square. Then it is A square plus 2AB plus B square, HT square plus R square plus 2HT into R. On both sides, I am cancelling this R square. Okay. Now it becomes D1 square is equal to HT square plus 2HT into R. Now, if you consider the figure, here HT is far less than small r. I repeat, here HT is very, very small compared to that of radius of Earth. Okay. Suppose HT is around 1 millimeter. If you square it as HT square, then 1 millimeter square, it becomes 1 into 10 power minus 6, which is further small. If HT is very small, HT square is further small. Hence, I am neglecting HT square. So, HT square is very small. I am neglecting this. Then the above equation becomes, in this equation, if I remove HT square, then it becomes D1 square is equal to 2HT into R. From this, D1 is equal to under root 2HT into R. Now, I am substituting the value of R. R is nothing but radius of Earth, whose value is equal to 6370 kilometer. If I write it in meters, it is 6.37 into 10 power 6. That's what I wrote. 2 into HT into R. R value is 6.37 into 10 power 6 meters. If I bring this 10 power 6 outside of this root, it becomes 10 power 3. That's why I wrote here D1 kilometer. In root, there is 2 into 6.37 into HT. I have taken the 10 power 6 outside, it has become 10 power 3. That I wrote it as D1 in kilometers. Now in root, I am left with 2 into 6.37 into HT. 2 into 6.37 is 12.74. For that, if I calculate root, the value is 3.57. Still in root, what is remaining? HT. I repeat, for the constant value, the root is 3.57, and in the square root, what is remaining? HT. Then D1 is equal to 3.57 root HT. In the same fashion, from another triangle OBC, R1 square, R square plus D2 square is equal to HR plus R whole square. See here, from this triangle now, from this triangle, R square plus D2 square, I repeat, R square plus D2 square, R square plus D2 square is equal to hypotenuse square, HR plus R whole square. Understood this one? That's what I am writing here. R square plus D2 square, R square plus D2 square is equal to HR plus R whole square. Similarly, simplifying this, R square plus D2 square is equal to A plus B whole square formula, HR square plus R square plus 2HR into R. Neglecting HR square, I will get D2 square is equal to 2R HR. For that, D2 is equal to under root 2HR into R. Now I am substituting the value of R in the root, which is 6.37 into 10 power 6 meters. Then I will get D2 is equal to 3.57 under root HR. I got D1 as well as D2. Both are distances. If I sum up these distances, then I will get line of sight distance. That is maximum distance. Now maximum distance D max is equal to D1 plus D2. Okay, line of sight I am calculating in kilometers. 3.57 root HT plus 3.57 root HR. Total is 3.57. If you take it as common, then it becomes root HT plus root HR. In this case, I have considered only radius of Earth. I have not considered equivalent radius of Earth. If you need to consider equivalent radius of Earth, you need to put R dash in place of small r. But the value of R dash is equal to 4 by 3 times of R. I think you understood this. Now, see the second figure. This figure. Consider this figure. Okay. Instead of R, I have taken equivalent radius of. Same procedure I have followed here. See, here you got D1 is equal to root 2HT into R. Here you got D2 is equal to 2 under root 2HR into R. The procedure is same. The procedure is same. But instead of R, you need to put R dash. See here you will get D1 is equal to under root 2HT R dash. Here you will get D2 is equal to under root 2HR into R dash. But in place of R, you have kept here R dash. But R dash is equal to what? 4 by 3 into R. It is mentioned here. Can you see this? So I am substituting the value of R dash here. D1 is equal to under root of 2 into 4 by 3. 2 into HT into R dash. 2 into HT into R dash. R dash is 4 by 3 into R. The value of R is 6.36 into 10 power 6. Now, if you multiply inside, you will get this as root 17 HT. If this 10 power 6 comes outside of the root, it becomes 10 power 3. Hence, I have written it here, D1 in kilometer. As D1 in kilometer is root 17 HT, likewise, for another right angle triangle, you will get D2 as root 17 into HR. Now, the total distance is root 17 HT plus root 17 HR. The value of root 17 is 4.12. If you calculate that value in a calc, if you put root 17, you will get the value as 4.12. Then total line of sight distance in kilometers is, when effective or equivalent Earth's radius is considered, the value is root 17 into root HT plus root HR or over or 4.12 into root HT plus root HR. See here, D max is equal to line of sight in kilometer equal to root 17 into root HT plus root HR or the value of root 17 is 4.12 root ht plus root hr. I think you have understood this. The value of ht will be in meters, the value of hr will be in meters, but after finding the answer, you need to put units as kilometer. I repeat, the value of ht and the value of hr will be in meters in a problem. Then you need to substitute this formula 4.12 root ht plus root hr. Here the values of ht and hr are in meters. After calculating the answer, you need to put the units as kilometer. Why you are putting kilometer? See on the left side, you have written it as yellow as in kilometer. Got this point? Similarly, I have found this in miles. Okay, till here the formula is same. D1 is equal to under root 2 ht into r dash. Okay, instead of r dash we need to put 4 by 3 into r. Now 2 into 4 by 3 I have written. Okay, the value of r dash, the value of r in miles is 3960 miles, and 1 mile is equal to 5280 feet. I repeat, 3960 miles. Radius of earth in miles is 3960. 1 mile is equal to 5280 feet. That's why I have divided it. Then I will get this as root 2 into ht. Similarly, d2 I will get it as root 2 into hr. Now the total distance is root 2 into root ht plus root hr. In a problem, if the heights are given in feet, you need to put the formula as root 2 into root ht plus root hr. But after finding the answer, you need to put units as miles. I repeat, when the heights are given in feet, you will multiply with root 2 and put answer as miles. If the heights are given in meters, then you will put 4.12 into root ht plus root hr, and after finding the answer, you will mention it in kilometers. So this is the topic which I wanted to discuss with you people today.